From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here at the bar, back at Tommy Mac's on Buzz TV, brought to you by our friends at Goodfellas Cigar Lounge and Spirits, as well as the Wealth Advisory Team of Brust and Nutter in Ponte Vedra Beach. Got a great show lined up for you today. Our good friend Dan Bean from Abel Bean Law is here, as well as Sheryl Johnson with Hearts for Minds. Let's welcome them in to the show. How you doing, Mr. Bean?
I'm well. It's great to see you, Tom. You look great, man.
How's life? You too? You're looking real sharp.
Rolling on.
How's the attorney world treating you?
It's good. A lot of lawsuits, man.
Yeah? Good. That keeps you busy, I'm sure. How about the ship? The ship is here.
We're very excited.
Yeah, that's an exciting thing,
12 years, and it looks great, and we're just continuing to get it ready for opening day.
When is opening day?
We're going to have July 4th as a big opening day.
No kidding. Yep. That's great. So I know in Mobile, because my wife's from Mobile, they have a ship there at the bay.
They have a battleship. Yep.
So is it going to be a similar, like people can come on and tour?
Yeah,
and
but you can do a lot more. You can sleep on it. You can play laser tag on it.
Oh, wow.
You can have a meal on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be.
You can have the horse's mouth on it, maybe.
We can host
bring
you
the bar.
in the show. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like it. It's always great having you here. Sheryl Johnson,
Nice
Hearts for Minds. How are you? Welcome to the bar and the show. Appreciate that. Tell us about Hearts for Minds.
So Hearts for Minds is a nonprofit that my family started about 4 years ago.
Okay.
We work in the community to break down the stigma of mental illness, raise awareness about mental health, and help to connect people to resources by kind of going to where they live.
Okay.
It started after we lost our oldest son at 22 years old.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Yeah. And just knew that fundamentally nobody should lose a loved one because they don't have the tools in their toolbox to know how to help them.
Right.
And so we work really hard to make sure we meet that need.
It's such mental health. It's such a broad and vast. It's like there's not one pinpoint thing, right? It can be triggered by many different things, correct?
Correct. So it's complicated, and so because it's complicated and we often don't know that it's happening, in fact, statistically there tends to be on average an 8-year delay between an onset of symptoms and actual diagnosis of a mental illness. When I talk to people, I tell them that's like treating cancer at a stage 4 instead of a stage 1.
Right.
So it is complex and complicated. It can happen because of genetics. It can happen because of a traumatic event.
Right.
It can happen for no reason that we understand at all. But when we start to talk about it more, when we normalize conversations and we know how to look for signs and symptoms, we have a better chance of treating it at a time when it is more treatable.
Is there a number one sign or a top, the top 3? Look for these signs. I mean,
absolutely.
What jumps out?
So, one of the things to look for is someone withdrawing from activities that they ordinarily enjoy, and that can be an adult or a child.
Okay.
Absences from work that are a little bit unexcused, not wanting to do the things that used to make you happy. Extreme moodiness that doesn't have an explanation to it, right? It could be anger, it could be sadness, and a lot of that is tied to the withdrawal. Yep. One other symptom can be excessive weight gain or weight loss in a short period of time. And symptoms like that last really for more than 10 days. Everybody has moods. Sometimes when I'm talking to kids, we talk about small moods and then bigger moods, right? We all have feelings, and feelings happen all the time.
Sure.
But bigger moods are ones that dig in, that stay there, that prevent you from getting up in the morning or doing the things you like or feeling good or eating or even taking care of yourself hygiene-wise.
Yeah.
How do people reach out to you?
People can reach out to us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, because I have 20-something-year-old kids that make me get on there. So that's at Hearts4Minds. Or our website is hearts4minds.org, and you can message us there. There's also a lot of information about different mental illnesses, as well as a resource page for people to get help.
And I know people know this, but mental health comes in all shapes and sizes, whether we're talking about the gymnast. When Gabrielle, when she was like, I can't do it. I saw a Ohio State football player he was cutting himself. He had this major depression. He finally went to the coach. Coach like, you know what? I know exactly what you're going through. I had that when I was younger. Whatever. Got him some help downtown here, Mr. Bean. There's a lot of homelessness. I see it when I drive my daughter to La Villa from the beach. There's got to be a lot of mental health issues. Let me ask this, just both of you as we wrap up here, my mother would always say when they took away mental health hospitals to get. Now, granted, the help might have been a little, not where it needs to be. But say today, bringing those back, centers, if you will, where people that need that kind of help, get them off the streets. That kind of easier said than done. But is that something? Cheryl, would you think that's part of the big problem?
Well,
there's nowhere for these people to get that help.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So it's interesting as our organization evolves, right? You start with an idea about raising awareness, and then you start to think, oh my God, we're going to tell people to reach out and they need to have a place to go.
Yep.
So there is a supply and demand issue, and the ability to provide the services in a timely way is certainly constrained right now. So there can be a 90-day delay. So we're finding partnerships throughout the community with other organizations that can address people's needs in a faster way, in 24 hours, to connect them at least to telehealth resources so that they have them.
Absolutely.
We have a text line, so if you or someone needs help right away, they can text LIFE to 741-741. That's on our website, heartsforminds.org, and they can at least get connected to someone that can help alleviate. Sometimes it's just a conversation. So we, as a community, my husband and I will say, we can't just admire the problem. As a society, we've gotten better about talking about it unapologetically, but now we have to fix it. We have to ensure that people can get the help that they need when they ask.
Yeah, no doubt.
Do they have to pay for it when they call you?
No, we are a
how do
free
you pay?
service.
Yep.
So we use, nobody takes a salary. We're a completely volunteer run organization. So every dollar that we get from donations or grants go completely to supporting the website, connecting people to resources, and working throughout the community to do initiatives and assemblies at schools and different.
Well, maybe the
programs.
Horse's Mouth can do an event for you.
I
we'll
would
bring
love
the bar
that.
and we'll figure something out.
I love it. Let's do it.
All right. I'd love to help out. You turned a tragedy into something really great, Cheryl.
Thank
I
you.
love that. Thank you for being here.
I appreciate
really appreciate
the time.
that
Great
big time.
show.
Dan, next time you're having a beer, by the way.
I will.
All right. Good to
got
see you,
it.
my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank
As
you very
usual.
much.
All right. That'll do it for this time around. Hey, if you like these kind of conversations, whether it's business, life, charity, community, duty, what have you, you can find more at iwannabuzz.com. So until next time, be safe and stay cool out there. We'll see you right here on the Horse's Mouth. Cheers.